Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, November 29, 2022. You've been making significant internal changes recently, and you're considering ways to break free of past restrictions. It's important prep work for next month when there will be more planetary activity in your sign. However, with a Mercury-Uranus aspect, communications can be imperfect or imperfectly delivered today. It may be best to relax and manage things step by step. A scattered approach will only serve to push up anxiety levels. The moon continues to transit your sign and then moves on, putting you in the forefront for much of the day. Emotions run on the high side, but you are in control. Lust is back on the menu today and tomorrow. As mighty Mars, the god of sex, dances with the great taskmaster and your planetary ruler, Saturn, you'll be feeling fired up and ready to soar to the heights of passion. Your romantic life will benefit from significant new levels of devotion and loyalty at this time, bringing a spotlight to both dedication and passion in equal importance. If you are single, be on the lookout for someone who might be a bit older or wiser. They may have the stability, wealth, and knowledge about how to build you up in the exact ways you need. What will you prioritize? You may want to focus on whatever matters the most when the moon enters Aquarius. Quirky Luna is illuminating your values, means of comfort, and financial security. You might be more open-minded to achieving abundance in unusual ways, especially through a side gig or an atypical opportunity at work. However, the lunation may encourage you to focus on different things in your work and life balance that may be out of the ordinary from what you usually give priority to. Although different, you may enjoy this interesting change of pace at the beginning of your workweek. The moon returns for its ordinary monthly visit to your income sector today, but with extraordinary timing. This second visit since Saturn turned direct here and started to gain speed was always going to be important, but it comes just as this powerful planet is moving into a friendly aspect to Mars in your work sector. The moon returns to sharpen your nose for money and act as a trigger just as the stars align on the income and job fronts. The planetary alignment today gives you the urge to discover something new. Explore the possibilities that present themselves and pay special attention to your emotional responses to those opportunities. The tendency to intellectualize emotions will be increased. Use your ability to think ahead and anticipate how decisions will impact your emotions. It's wise to stay faithful to your healthy diet and exercise program now. Don't overextend yourself today. This can happen when this vibration is occurring, as the inclination to give is very strong. When someone asks you for something, weigh it out in your mind first before committing. Consider all the factors, including your energy level. If there's plenty to go around, then great, but if not, don't hesitate to decline this time. Hopefully, the other person can respect that you have needs as well, and that it just isn't the best time for you. If not, then you may need to consider the value of the relationship. Before the moon returns for one of its most well-timed visits to your income sector for the year, it is wrapping up a monthly visit to Capricorn that will not only leave you with your instincts sharp but with a new sense of anticipation. This will ensure you are emotionally engaged as the moon not only returns to your income sector to sharpen your nose for money and act as a trigger but just as a rare second alliance between Saturn here and Mars on the job front begins. This is something that won't even peak for another 3 days. As the moon wraps up its last visit to Capricorn before Venus, the planet of love returns in 12 days. It leaves behind a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia that is a taste of things to come. It was yesterday that the moon formed a friendly aspect to planets in an adventurous part of your chart, those in retrograde motion in your romantic sector, something that Venus is set to do in a longer and more potent way. Our eyes in the sky. You might feel as though others are talking down to you right now or intentionally making your life difficult. You might be forced to buckle down and push forward with your agenda despite these obstacles. If you find that actualizing change just isn't in the stars right now, give yourself a few days and try again once the resistant energy dissipates. The pace slows and suddenly a great realization comes to you. When you move too fast, you often miss the details that help everything come into place more easily. Today, however, you are able to move more slowly, and this is making all the difference. You are likely to get so bogged down with work today that you get overwhelmed. You may not even realize it, but deep down, difficult emotions are welling up inside you. By the time the end of the day rolls around, you may be an emotional wreck. While everyone seems to be slowing down, you are actually speeding up. Others are confused and muddled, while everything is quite clear and easy in your mind. You are right where you need to be. Move toward your goals with speed and confidence. There is an element of mystery that you just can't seem to get a grip on. The map you are looking at bears no resemblance to the landscape in front of you. This is not a time to press forward. This is a time to hold back and exercise caution. This evening, when the moon changes signs to innovative Aquarius, you'll find that you're full of bright ideas. A connection between the sun and the moon heightens passion and emotion, granting us moments of brilliance. Be sure to write down any nuggets of wisdom your brain dreams up so you can manifest them later. In the pre-dawn hours, the Capricorn moon sextiles Neptune in Pisces, stimulating our imagination. Many of us will be asleep at this hour, and we should expect our dreams to be especially vivid. We may even have dreams within dreams. If we are awake, this will be a good influence for working on creative or artistic projects. We will have particular ease communicating spiritual or numinous concepts through poetry, film, or music. Transformation is the name of the game as you take a more critical approach toward your own work. Doing so is key. Once you take off the rose-colored glasses, you start to see that everything is not quite so perfect as you had imagined it to be. Be amazed at how much you can learn from this special report. Find out the following details: the way you perform and react to your lover, including your thoughts and self-expression when making love. Exactly what you value and need most from your lover. The driving force of your sexuality as well as your capacity and desire for lovemaking, plus the improvements you can make. Gain confidence in your ability to make your lovemaking a special experience, far beyond what you believed possible. For maximum enjoyment from your sexual relationship, share your intimate lover reports. Reveal the most exciting ways to satisfy one another. After sunup, the moon and Pluto align in Capricorn, intensifying emotions and causing us to be overly judgmental of ourselves or others. It's possible to spiral into self-deprecating or fearful thoughts. We are not thinking rationally now. Our better judgment has been hijacked by anxiety. Worst-case scenarios seem like the only options. At this time, the only way out is through. We require this confrontation with our shadow side. Only then will we be able to take back our power from phantom aggressors.